That's something you should ask my parents about. Like honestly,
but you know something
if
about
you talk
it, right?
about if you talk about the immigration process, like how it affected me as like a, like as you know as an African coming from there, then that would be easier. Because if we talk about politics, my parents don't give a shit.
Okay.
You
We'll
know
start
what
with
I'm
these questions, and then we'll change them if I need to. Okay.
Okay.
So first one, how did your family's immigration from Eritrea to the U.S. affect you growing up in the U.S.?
Affected. You want me to answer right now?
Yeah.
It affected me in many ways. Like knowing the struggle that my parents have like went through just to bring me to America, like makes me like
Appreciate
appreciate it more, and like it motivates me to do hard or accomplish something and work harder. You know what I mean? Like that's the main thing as a kid growing up. You get in trouble and stuff, and you think about what your parents are screaming at you for, and like what they have gone through.
Yeah.
And it really makes you want to like work harder and like not do any bad things because it would disappoint them.
Okay. Did their immigration play a role in your parents' encouragement or discouragement of your participation in U.S. politics? Like you participating in, say, voting. Do they encourage it, discourage it, being involved with the U.S. politically?
Like my parents, they watch a lot of news, but they don't really straight up understand what the news is talking about. Like they be watching like we have like a global cast, and it's just like a global channel. We have any type of channels from globally, and they be watching like Arabic because they know a little bit of Arabic, and they talk about badly about the U.S. And so when they hear that stuff, they be like, hey, this America is just crazy. Don't do this. Don't say that because you're gonna get arrested if you're involved in anything like that because we're from Eritrea. Because Eritrea like is not like against politically. They're like U.S. is like enemy.
Well, doesn't U.S. like Obama? I read condemned them for like their human trafficking stuff.
No, not.
It was
an arms embargo. There was that. I don't really know about the human trafficking. I read a little bit about that, but I don't think it's true. It's like conspiracy, bro. No, I'm serious. Like it's because America and Ethiopia have been, like friends for years. You know what I'm saying? Going back in time.
And then you guys had to fight them off.
And so what they're trying to do, and the U.S. is trying to give Ethiopia the Red Sea. You know what I'm saying? To the water, they don't have that. You know what I'm saying? They have to go through the Djibouti. You know what I'm saying? And so they're trying to.
That's like southeast, right?
Right below. Yeah. And they have like they're at the opening of the Red Sea.
All right. Well, have you been told of any noticeable differences between the government policies of U.S. versus Eritrea?
There's a lot of different things because it's one thing to have like such a high population. Yeah. And the small population. There's always you gotta have a different type of system of government, and Eritrea has had one president. People call it a dictatorship, but
they've had one president the entire.
Yeah, but it's a young country.
It's not a big
So he was the first president, and he's been president. And honestly, I think he's doing a good job. But people are saying he's a dictatorship. But honestly, Ethiopia, if you were to see, there's been one president for a very long time till one of their kings, I think. So when they gained their civil rights and shit, you know what I mean? But like, so if you're gonna talk about Eritrea being a dictatorship, I'm going off topic, but you know what I mean? I'm just saying. So
the difference, like the parents were like, notice the policies in the U.S. well, and Eritrea was this and that.
It wasn't really like there's freedoms in Eritrea, there's freedoms in America. Okay. It's not.
Go
but it's like you wouldn't know like they don't have that much support from the government as when you're in Eritrea. But when you're in America, you have welfare and all this stuff that can help you out and to be successful. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Was the process of gaining citizenship, was it very difficult? Did you have trouble with your family?
Honestly, my family came to America in a lottery. They
Okay,
won the
yeah.
lottery, and this is right after independence.
Okay.
And so what happened was, my dad only
Is
had.
that like 2000 or something
No,
like that?
there was a border war dispute.
Oh,
but it
okay,
wasn't-
okay.
The
That's
actual
what-
war ended in 1993.
Okay.
And so when Eritrea gained their independence, my family were just trying to figure a way out,
Yeah.
to give me and my sisters opportunity.
Okay.
And so what happened was my dad didn't have enough money to pay for the plane tickets, but we have to go to Ethiopia to take the plane. So he didn't have enough money to take all of our family members to Ethiopia, to America.
Okay.
So what happened was he had to walk hell long, take a couple buses, hell long, sneak across the border, and to get to Ethiopia.
Damn. Wait, did he take you guys with him, or?
No, we took the plane,
Okay.
and he took that, and we waited for him for I think a couple months. Yeah, just me, my mom, and my sisters, and one of our cousins, And so he had to straight up struggle through the freaking jungle just to and sneak across the border by people that would shoot. If they see you crossing the border, pop off. Straight up.
Okay, well, does your family feel it was worth all the trouble, all the risks and whatnot to get here?
Yeah. They always bring that up, and I'm like, if I'm in trouble or something, they'd be like, you have all these opportunities ahead of you.
So you saw it as more of an opportunity than an
Yeah.
obstacle. Well, I mean, it was an obstacle and pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel more or less secure, or does your family under the U.S. government as opposed to Eritrea? Secure.
No. I mean, there's more opportunities, but if you're talking about civil rights or liberties and shit, they know they have their rights in their own country. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But if you're talking about help, as in the government helping you, securing you from corporations trying to steal your money, then obviously it's gonna be.
So, who would you say does a better job at protecting their citizens, home or abroad, between
Definitely U.S. But I mean, there's thoughts in my parents' heads where they'd be like, oh, if something really bad happened in the U.S., and they told all the immigrants to get out, you know?
I know.
So they're protected, but then at the end of the day, they're thinking, what if they hurt themselves,
Okay. Well, what changes in the government would you or your family like to see to help others successfully immigrate here?
In America,
Probably
lower the costs of getting a visa and having it actually accessible to people, But you can't have the whole world coming in America. They have to have some rules and regulations. You know what I mean? So, but the price, having a high price that regulates how many people are coming to, but still, my family had to work hard for that money.
Yeah.
And it's not easy.
All right. Well, here at Western, how would you say that your immigration from Eritrea affects your, say, political opinions? Because everybody here pretty much participates. Everybody's got some sort of point of view or opinion, one way or another. How did your immigration affect that?
Yeah, definitely.
You see things differently.
Definitely,
the way other people want.
Especially with this recent the presidential election. Obama, he was trying to get past this law that would help people get citizenship if you lived in the U.S. for a while, and you went to school and you went to college for 2 years and you get citizenship. I was like, yo, wow, that hits me because I wasn't a citizen myself. So I was like, getting citizenship cost me probably over $1,000. And to be able to get free citizenship after being here in America, thinking you're a U.S. citizen, but in real life reality you're not. It's just it gives people opportunity. That affected me personally. So I was like, wow, I would rather prefer him. I mean, it affects me that way. Even in when I'm thinking about shit giving money to help people or something. I'm always willing to help people because I know that people are struggling. More than I am.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, it's definitely good.
From personal experiences.
All right. Yeah, I think that should be all right, man. How long have you do you think that